Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn here, the Golivegranny, and I'm live streaming here on Friday evening on Facebook on Friday evening, the 28th of August 2020, the end of another busy week and a fantastic week it's been, and it's going to be a fantastic weekend as well. Hang on, let me just, hang on, let me see. There we go. So I'm just gonna try and tag somebody in. I don't know if I can. Anybody in here friends with Crystal? Because Crystal, hello, Sarah. Absolutely. Got to have a lovely show for Sarah, haven't we? Now, I just want to see if I can get Crystal in the broadcast, because Crystal keeps missing the broadcast. If anybody's friends with Crystal West, can you tag her in? I'll see if I can. Wait a minute. You love my outfit. I heard there was a wedding to go to, so I dressed up for a wedding. Hang on, let me just see if I can bring Crystal, send message to Crystal, because she keeps missing our broadcast. Not sure whether, that's not tagging her. No, okay, it's not tagging her, so hello. Right, I don't, just a minute. Hello, Dean. Love the decoration. Congratulations, sir. Hope it goes well tomorrow. So wait a minute, just let me, I'm just going to get the comments up here, but I'm trying to get a friend. A friend keeps missing the broadcast, and it's Crystal, and I don't know if any of you are friends with Crystal, but she's messaged me and said, I can't get into the broadcast. So I don't know if we can, sorry, we will get started in a minute, but this is, I just remembered that I have to try and tag her. Let's see if I can get her on here. Whoops. Let's see. Hang on. Hang on a minute, folks, and then I'll see who's in, because lots of you come in already. Let's have a look. So let's see. Where is the broadcast? Come on, folks. Where is the broadcast gone? We'll get there in a minute, folks. We do have issues, don't we? But never mind. We'll do it. We'll do it. Aha. Okay. Right. I can see the live broadcast. I can see it. Right. I got it now. Excellent. So I can see Pippa, Yvonne, and 7 others watching. Chantel, Wendy. That's it. We will be thinking of Sarah and Marcus tomorrow. Remind me, Sarah, what time is the wedding? I can't remember. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Catherine. Ailey's in the house. Linda's there. Everybody's thinking of you, Sarah and Marcus. Very wet today, but we're going to pray for sunny weather tomorrow for Sarah and Marcus. 12 noon. Right, there we go. Now, Sarah is willing to come into the broadcast, so let's see if we can make the technology work. There we are. Look, and look, Yvonne's putting in the lovely emojis. That's it, folks. Put the emojis in for Sarah. Tracy's wishing her love as well. This is wonderful. Let's just see. Wait a minute. I don't know here. I'm just struggling on this one. So I just wanted to see. Right. Okay, so let's see. You're loving the hat? This hat is ancient. I wore this hat. Actually, there's a picture up on the wall up there, behind all that lot. Whoops. There's a picture on the wall above Mr. 40 Weeks. Oh, there's sun. There's the light shining on it, and I wore this hat then, and that was when my twin granddaughters were being christened, and they're 13 now, so this hat is old. It owes me nothing. So wait a minute, let's see. Christine's in the house. Let's see. So Sarah, are you ready to come in? If we can get you in, let's have a look and see if we can get you in. So let's see. I've got to see if I can get Sarah in. There she is. Let's see if I can add her to the broadcast. Let's see if the technology works. It may or it may not. So let's see if it... Hello! There she is. There she is. I'm going to try for a screen. Excellent. How you doing? Sorry? No, Right. I wonder whether this is really going to work very well. If they can't hear me. Can anybody hear me? Let's have a look if they can hear me. No, they can't hear me. So I think I'm going to have to push him out. Oh, that's not nice. Not nice, is it? I'm going to push him out, but I've got something to show you. All right, let's push him out. Can you go? Can I do it? Wait a minute, hang on. I don't know how to get rid of you. Yeah, I've got it, Lynn. Have you done it? Okay. All right. So, folks, we're really sorry. That didn't work very well, but you did see Sarah. She is nervous, obviously, naturally. It was lovely to have her briefly in. Obviously, the technology is not working that well, but I do have a presentation for Sarah and Marcus, which I was hoping to do there live, but I've been a little bit of a busy bee today, and so sounds like we were both underwater. Let's just go back to the comments. So Rachel's saying she hopes you have a lovely day. Linda's putting loads of emojis in there. Jackie's sending hearts. Janice is sending pictures of brides. And Tina's saying it's lovely what I've done round here. Well, I hope you like it. That one is back to front because on the reverse this camera, it reverses things. But this one, I actually did it in reverse, so it came out the right way. Okay, so that's where we got to. So Rachel's almost as excited as you, Sarah, she's saying. Patricia's in the house, Kit, Christine, Rachel, lots of people in. Carol Potts is in, Chantel's in, Kathy's in, everybody wishing you well, Sarah. Tracy's in. Tracy loves my hat. Well, you can't go to a wedding without a hat. I know I can't go to the wedding because obviously very limited on numbers, but you know, we'll be there in spirit. So I thought I'd get my wedding hat out. I had a choice of wedding hats, actually. I had this one and where did I put? Oh, I had that one. I had this fascinator that I wore to my nephew's wedding. I had this one that I wore to another wedding, but I decided to go with the blue and the black. So there we are. So and there's another hat there. So I do like hats, folks. Anyway, I've got something over here, just out of camera shot, something hanging down here for Sarah and Marcus. So I'm actually just going to go and get that and bring it on camera. I've just hung it there so that I knew where it was. So let's see. Let's see who else came in. Lots of you putting all the emojis in. That's wonderful. Oh, loads and loads of congratulations coming in. So this is absolutely fantastic. Sorry you couldn't hear us. We were like Daleks, they said, Sarah. They said we sounded like Daleks. And somebody said we sounded like we were underwater. So there we go. So the technology, not fantastic, was it? But never mind. Tegan likes blue. Well, I happen to know that blue might be a colour that might be in fashion tomorrow. And so I think that's probably why I went with the blue anyway. Hello, Andrew. So there we go. Got a friend round tonight, so you won't be staying. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Fantastic, Kaylee. We're just wishing Sarah and Marcus well for tomorrow. And I'm just going to show you what I've been up to today. So let's just... This is what I've been up to today. Look, can you see? Can you see? Look, there's a little Marcus and a little Sarah. Harrison's in blue and Marcus has a blue shirt. Look, I knew Marcus had a blue shirt. Look. I didn't know whether he was having a bow tie or not. I didn't get that information out of you, but I knew you'd got blue flowers and that. I knew you were wearing a tiara. So there we go. Look, there's the wedding date. And Ruby might recognize this because this heart underneath the blue, it's purple. It was on the carnival float last year, but I recycled it so that you could have this as a memento. So Sarah, I hope you like it. I hope you like it. And I literally finished it about 10 minutes ago. Ruby decided to take me out to lunch today, so I had a bit of a lull. But we're not blaming Ruby for anything. It was lovely to go out to lunch. So there we go. That is what I wanted to present to you. So let's see if I can hang it up. Wait a minute. I hung it out of view, but let's just hang on a minute. Whoops. We can hang it here in the middle. Can you see it? Is it there we are. If I sit a bit to the side, there we go. So I don't know if somebody can take some screenshots. It would be lovely. Otherwise I have to go back and do it afterwards. Look at all those lovely blue hearts. You know, I do like to do something that's personal, that nobody else will have and nobody else will have done. You know, that's my, you know, it's the way I like to do things. I used to make bridesmaids dresses, and whenever I went to a wedding and I'd made the bridesmaids dresses, I used to make little hearts out of the fabric as well, and then give, you know, they could give the heart to the bride. But you know, thank you, Sarah. That's lovely. If you could send the screenshot back to me. So I do, and I'm going to. It's only cordial, but I've put it in a glass so it looks like I'm, you know, I've got some bubbly. I haven't. It's just a cordial. But here, you know, congratulations, lots and lots of love for tomorrow, and we'll drink your health and many, many happy years to come. There we go. But you cannot have a wedding without party poppers. So here we're going to have some party poppers. Whoa! One. Oh, I've got lots of party poppers here tonight. Whoa. Will they pop though? Whoa, my fingers are slipping. Oh, two. And I found in my drawer, when I was looking for all the bits to make that, I found something in my drawer. I don't know how this works. I'm hoping it's going to work. You might want to try and take a screenshot, Sarah, of this one. But really, many, many happy congratulations. Let's see if this works. Well, hey! Whoa! Oh, it didn't work as well as it was supposed to. I'm covered in. I've got another one. Let's do another one. I've never tried these before. Look, let's say, and a really, really happy day. And you can't have new married life without a lot of sparkle. Well, hey, whoa, not as good as I thought they would be, but never mind. Lots and lots. I am covered in glitter now. There we go. And I'm sure I can recycle this into something else, don't you think? So there we are, absolutely covered in sparkle. But there you are, lots of sparkle to start your married life off. So there we go. Loads of people coming in, wishing you loads and loads of happiness. Hang on, let me just, oh, wait a minute. Hang on, I might be able to bring in, I'm trying to get my friend in who she's not in. This is our first community wedding. It is indeed. But just a minute, I'm just going to see. Oh dear, I don't know if I can do this. Hang on. Let me just hang on a sec. I'm just going to flip and see if I can bring the friend in who can't get into the broadcast. So I just have to see how to do this. I'm not quite sure if I can. Oh, I think I can. Oh, look, I might be able to do this. Sorry, folks. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Just talk amongst yourself, and I will see if I can bring Crystal in. See if I can share it with her. There we go. I think I can. Sorry, folks. But it's just, she hasn't been able to access the broadcast. So, whoops. There we go. I think, right, that should work. Now let's go back to where we were. Oh, let's get back to the comments. So, oh, right. So lots and lots of you coming in with lots of lovely messages for the happy couple. So, oh, it's an absolute picture blue on here. There's me in blue. There's all sorts of things coming up with all the emojis. It's amazing, folks. You've done a wonderful job there. So that's lovely. Let's just see. Whoops. Right, okay. So lots and lots of wishes. Look, lots of love. Everybody wishing you well, Sarah. I think you will have an amazing day. And we will be thinking of you, probably pinging you messages. You might ignore us. Oh dear, I've got I've got a low top on and I've got tinsel down where glitter down where perhaps it shouldn't have gone. Too much information, folks. Yeah, ice cream, absolutely. I thought that they do look like ice cream poppers. They will be recycled, you can bet. Either that or Christmas bells. They could be Christmas bells, couldn't they? Jackie and hubby, 34 years today. Right, we better have a party popper for Jackie and her hubby. They're celebrating their anniversary today, so let's have a party popper for them as well. Well, hey, my house is going to be, oh, what a mess I'm making. Dear, oh dear. Oh, thank you, Andrew. That's lovely. You sent me some screenshots. Fantastic. You like my wedding outfit, or you'll love Sarah's wedding outfit, I'm sure, and Marcus's and Harrison's and Melissa's. They're going to look absolutely stunning, all of them. You know, and as I say, I had my little fun making Sarah and Marcus today. And I was very lucky, actually, because somebody recently gave me a whole load of craft stuff. A lovely lady called Sandy used to do lots of craft stuff, and she decided to whittle down her stash, and she gave me some wonderful coloured bits of cards. So that lovely silver card came out of there. She also gave me a whole pile of flowers, and I knew Sarah's flowers were going to be blue and white because I'd seen a picture of them, because her lovely colleagues at work have given them to her. And so I was able to use rather than have to knit flowers, I was able to use the flowers that came in the box of craft stuff that somebody gave me the other day, or very recently. So, you know, it's lovely to have all this stuff. It's lovely to be able to do all these things. So lots of happy married years together. Absolutely. Loads of you putting so many. I've missed some of your comments. I'm sure I have. But you've taken loads of screenshots. Excellent. Thank you. Because this is something we really want to splatter all over our Golivegranny community group and page, because, you know, this just shows the community really coming together to celebrate the good. We support each other through the highs and the lows, but this is definitely one of the highs, and everybody's come in tonight to wish everybody well. Dean's at work, but he's managed to come in as well, briefly. So just thank you everybody for turning up and doing what this community do so well and supporting each other. You know, so it's wonderful. Hazel's in the house. Good morning, Hazel, over there in Australia. Lots of you coming in. I've probably missed some of you coming in, folks, and you know, because it's just so chaotic here, and now it's I am covered in sparkle. I might take a screenshot of me afterwards before I stand up and shake all the sparkle off. But there we go. You can't wait to see some pictures. Yes, we want to see the pictures. I think Marcus's dad's taking a lot of pictures tomorrow, isn't he, Sarah? And Marcus, you're probably sitting there in the background. So it's not like we're just talking to Sarah. We're talking to you as well, and Harrison and Melissa, all part of a fantastic memory making day tomorrow. Savor every minute of it. It will be gone so fast, you know, so fast. Jackie's corrected herself. She thought she'd been married 34 years and now she's corrected it to 38 years. She got carried away with all the fun and the glitter and the sparkle going on here. So, you know, just amazing. Tracy's put loads of blue hearts in there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look, they match my top. They were married 30th of April 1977, your parents, Chantel. Haha, jolly good. Well, I've got married twice, but actually I'm not married at all now. So there we go. You're in at last. There we go, Crystal. Crystal, you are in. Finally got here. I managed to get you in, Crystal. But we are celebrating because tomorrow Sarah and Marcus are getting married, and everybody's come in to wish them congratulations. So whether you know them or don't, I'm sure you'll join in with the celebrations, because that's what we do here. Look, everybody's sending emojis and congratulations. Andrew's done hearts and presents and cake and bubbly and something else there. I can't see what that is. The red thing. I can't. Oh, balloons and bubbly and prosecco and all that. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And you see, even the gnomes have glittered up. I don't know if you can see the gnomes there behind all of that, but they've got some glitter and some sparkle down there as well, because they wanted to join in and wish you all a happy wedding day. And you know, just really enjoy it. So they do look, don't the messages look wonderful? It's just amazing to see all those messages in. It's absolutely wonderful to see. I do love my sparkle crystal. If there's any excuse to have a sparkle, I'll do it. And I just popped a confetti thing. I bought these a long time ago and then never used them, and I found them in the drawer tonight, and I popped, it wasn't a popper, it was a push-up thing, and it had loads of sparkle in it. I wonder if I can recycle this sparkle, if I can sweep it up and recycle it again. There's a whole pile of glitter on the floor, and it's not National Glitter Day today. That was earlier in the week, wasn't it? And then we had Because I Can. So, you know, I can make a mess because I can. And we can wish Sarah and Marcus happy times because we can. So yeah, so we do love sparkle. 13 years for Caroline together today, with 11 years married, but 13 years together for Caroline and Rob. That's lovely. Today, was that the anniversary today? Excellent. Yes, he's had an itinerary of what pictures he wants to do, and Marcus has fallen asleep in the chair. We've been, oh my goodness. Well, tell Marcus at some stage, watch the broadcast back again, but I'm not suggesting he stays up late tonight to do that, because you obviously need your sleep. Hello, Pauline, nice to see you in. Can't you reuse the glitter in the cement? Yes, Sarah, why don't I put the glitter into the cement? I'm not going to throw it away. It's only gone on the floor. I can sweep it up and use it, reuse and recycle. So definitely we will have some sparkly gnomes or sparkly something else. Thank you, Andrew, for all the screenshots. That's wonderful. Crystal saying she's missed so much because she couldn't get into the broadcast. So there we go. And she's sending you congratulations as well. Get some glitter and put it on my hat. Oh, all right. I'll get some glitter and put it. Hang on. Hang on. Whoops. Oh, there we go. And some of the streamers. Look, there we are. How about that? Is that okay? I will take pictures of the sparkly stuff down there, but some's up there now. There we go. Dear, it's almost going to be looking like a hat, an Australian hat with corks on it. No, not quite. There we go. So lots and lots of emojis. Everybody in a good mood tonight. You should use the sparkles to make some snow globes. Right, Lucy, I better have a try about that. I've never made snow globes. Maybe you can show me. And Lucy's been busy away doing things for the story sacks. She's been printing out things for Natasha for the story sacks. I expect Yvonne's been knitting away some more bits for the story sacks if I know her. So, you know, everybody busy. Use the sparkle and make sparkly Christmas gnomes. Absolutely. I tell you what, it's not going in the bin. This sparkle is not going in the bin. The floor was fairly clean down here, so I can just sweep it up and reuse and recycle. Congratulations, Sarah and Marcus. Happy wedding day for tomorrow. Yes, so at 12 o'clock noon is when they get married. So obviously lots of us will be thinking of you, 12 o'clock noon. And tomorrow, at 12 o'clock noon, some of the community gang might actually be here in my garden, because Ruby and Mark are coming over. Mind you, they're very tired. They've had a very long day today, so I'm not sure if Ruby's in. Is she? Yvonne, I think Yvonne is coming over as well, if she's feeling okay. So at 12 o'clock, we'll be drinking your health, probably with a cup of coffee and some banana loaf, some banana bread. With, you know, we'll be drinking your health. But we do look forward to all those pictures. And we want to know what Harrison thinks of it all. Obviously, Melissa, she's bigger and she'll understand it a lot more. But Harrison, is quite small. But he'll love it. He'll love it. And he's got a gorgeous outfit. I've seen a picture of him in his outfit. He looks absolutely amazing. I saw it before he had his hair cut. So he's going to be looking so posh. The whole of the Isle of Wight knows now because of work. Yes, they've been sharing out all the pictures. Sarah was working today, and they put up all sorts of banners and Mr. and Mrs. and they did Sarah's flowers for her, which is how I knew what the colour of the flowers were, because she put the picture up I could see, which was handy. You finished the mummy duck, so you have things for 4 story sets for you. Oh, excellent. That's brilliant, Yvonne. Fantastic. So there we go. So you remember snow globes. You put glitter in a globe shaker, then settles. Oh, yeah, I've never actually made one, but perhaps we can. So there we go. So of course Sarah's saying it is just family because of the pandemic, but it doesn't matter, Sarah. We will be thinking of you, and we will love it and live it through the photographs, because obviously you would have had a wider audience, but you can't. You have to go with what happens at the time. That's right. So, Amanda's saying, as long as the most important people are there on your special day. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Tracy's put some more emojis in there. Lots of people, lots of hearts coming up the side. That's fantastic. Dean's hoping to do some more of his story sack tomorrow. Been a busy week. Now, is your story sack going to be the wonky donkey story, Dean? I thought you were doing Jack and the Beanstalk, but I have a feeling that we might have to make the wonky donkey story set, because you've got a wonky donkey. There we go. Thank you, Crystal. This outfit, I bought this. I bought this. Well, I was wearing it when my twins were christened, this outfit, but I wore it to my daughter's 21st. It's one of those very wonderful tops that when I was thinner, it fitted, and as I expanded, it still fitted. Originally, it had its own camisole and trousers with it, but as my waistline expanded, so I changed the inside bits. But this, I've had it for years and years and years. In fact, I have a feeling I might have had it for my daughter's 18. I can't remember what I bought it for, but it's lovely. It was it's one of those. It was a little bit, almost a bit, well, it wasn't cheap at the time, because it was a designer label, and I pushed the boat out to buy it because I loved it. And you know what? It's paid me back time and time and time again. I've worn it to christenings. I've worn it to weddings. I even wore it to my dad's celebration of life, because he wanted things bright. I know it's got black on it, but he wanted bright. When he passed, he said, I want you to celebrate with bright colors. And so we did. And I actually, on that occasion, I had licorice all sorts, earrings and jewelry to match, and they were real ones. And my son's girlfriend made them, because we couldn't get the ones with the pretend licorice all sorts. So she did. Fortunately, she varnished them, because it was a boiling hot day, and if she hadn't varnished them, I would have been dripping with licorice and those little sproggy things. The blue ones, the little blue spotty ones. I had earrings like that for that occasion. So there we go. So there we are. People will be raising a glass for you tomorrow. Kath's going to be thinking of you at 12 noon, Sarah, and sending lots of good wishes for the future. Patricia's putting lots of emojis in. Not glucose. It's not to be a glycer. Oh, it's got to be glycerine, right? Okay. I've missed some of that. Plasticine works. I need a lesson in making snow globes, and I've missed half the comments. Looks lovely, ready for the wedding. Absolutely. I'm not going to the wedding, but I can pretend. I can dress up as though I am. Always a nice excuse to put a hat on. Right, so glucose in a jar and stick something to the lid. Right, well, I tell you what, I'll have a lesson in snow globes tomorrow. So there we go. Let's have a look at this. Right, so let's see. Well, it's lasted for years and well worth what. Yes, absolutely. So, in the grand scheme of things, if I had paid less money for an outfit, it would have probably gone out years ago. And this one, you know, it's come in so many times. It's just, you know, it's worth its, well, it's not, I guess it's worth its weight in gold, but it's not very heavy. And it's one of those things, it doesn't crease. It's just amazing. And so I'd forgotten it was there. I think it ended up in a pile of stuff in the garage at one stage. So I got it out, gave it a wash, and then wore it recently. So there we go. But it can be one of those, you can dress it up or dress it down. See, so you don't, whatever. Anyway, talking of dressing up, Sarah, of course, will be getting dressed in her finery tomorrow. And I had great fun making you a little tiara. I don't know if you can see the tiara on there because it's silver behind. Good old silver pipe cleaners. I was trying to make a very dainty tiara, but it didn't come out quite so dainty. But and then I tried to make your glasses with pipe cleaners, Sarah, but that didn't look quite right, so I embroidered them on. So I've had a lot of fun, and a lot of love's gone into that for both of you. So oh dear, I'm getting itchy itchy with the sparkly bit. Too much information, folks. Outfit's a very nice colour. Favourite colour. You're painting your flat is going to be that colour. Oh, right, okay. So there we go. Right, so there we go. Dig out your stash of jars for the snow globes. Knowing you. Oh yes, I never throw jars away, Lucy. You should know that. Snow globe. Add water to a jar. And add the sparkly stuff and decorations to the outside of the jar. Would be fantastic for Christmas. Well, there you go. So Sarah, Sarah and Marcus, your glitter will be recycled for Christmas. There we go. So yes, you can. What? I've forgotten what yes you can might do. I don't know what the question was, but never mind. Oh yes, you can see the tiara is probably what you meant with saying, because I put silver card behind it. I couldn't see didn't know if you could see it against the silver. Hello Bex, nice to see you in. Bex, we are on a mission to wish Sarah and Marcus a happy wedding day. Look, we've got it's not quite there. Look, there we are. Congratulations, Sarah and Marcus. Actually, you can't see Sarah's name, can you? Let's do that. Whoops. Oh, I don't know. That's not going to work either, is it? I tell you what, hang on. We can solve that problem because we can push the light box along. Does that work? Is that better? Yes, you can see Sarah's name there now. Excellent. So, there we go. Wonder if you all managed to sleep tonight, Sarah. What do you think? Don't know. You may do after your early start today. Yes. So what were you doing up that early? Just so many things to fit. Oh, I know, because you had to go to work, didn't you? Yes. So she's been to work, and of course, Sarah, to get to work, she has to go on a bus that goes halfway around the island in order for her to get to where she needs to go for work, don't you? So, oh my goodness. So there we go. Oh, sorry. That's it. Sorry. You didn't sleep the night before your wedding. Kath, the night before my second wedding, I did sleep the night before my first wedding. The night before my second wedding, I was still finishing my daughter's dress off in the early hours of my wedding morning. Can you believe it? Yes, I'm sure you can. Those of you who know me well will know that that's absolutely perfectly, as it would be. Work takes Harrison to nursery. Yes, that's right, because Sarah has to go and take Harrison into nursery first so she has to go one way and then she has to come back the other way to go to work. So it's quite a long route for her, an early start, but that's what she does, and it works for them. So there we go. So what an amazing evening, what an amazing broadcast. I'm going to read Butterfly Whispers. I wonder whether it's something that will be pertinent for a wedding. Let's have a look and see. How are we doing? The 28th of August. There we go. It's frozen, has it? Oh, sorry. Have I frozen up there? Let's take those bits off. They're dangling in my eye. Right. My daily promise: I will continue to be inspired by the world around me and be constantly open to the possibilities of change every day. Just as nature intended the cocoon to become the butterfly, I believe we all have the ability to transform to become the very best we can be. As we dare to dream and with energy, passion, and a loving and grateful heart, I believe in the magic of transformation. You can have the life you choose, the cocoon or the butterfly. It's your choice. What's your daily promise? So there we go, something to ponder. And I did ask one or two of the community if they'd like to come in on the broadcast and share the broadcast, but because we had a difficult experience there when Sarah came in, I don't think we're going to do. I'm not going to try and bring anybody else in on the broadcast. Something's obviously not right with the technology. So I'm gonna chat to my son about it and see what he's got to say about it. So you know, but I don't know why it sounded like we were underwater or whatever. But there you go. So anyway, let's just you can hear now, but it wasn't. It was. Oh, I see. Somebody said it's frozen. Okay. I sent a picture of your item you made to my mother-in-law. She likes it too. Excellent. Well, I'm really sorry, Sarah, that I couldn't get it to you today, but it will be here. It's another excuse for you to come and see me in the Golivegranny community garden. Okay, does that, Cass saying, yes, that figures about me staying up the night before my wedding. So yes, yes, so you know, it's here for you, Sarah, whenever. Okay, so I've had great fun making it. Actually, you can't see it very well, can you now? Because I've got. Let's see if I put this light. I've got a light over here, and maybe that's. I don't know if that's what's making it look dark. Let's see. If I put that off. Oh no, that's not any better. Let's put it back on again. There we go. So I haven't seen. No, I haven't seen Carol in tonight. It was very poignant and beautiful. Beautiful painting Carol did. It was 3. I think it's 3 year. I think it's her 3rd anniversary of being without. I think it was her husband's birthday today, and I think it was the 3rd anniversary, the 3rd year of not having her husband. And but she painted the most beautiful painting. If you haven't seen it in the Golivegranny community group, do go and have a look. It's very poignant, absolutely. Very beautiful too, absolutely beautiful. So yes, so I think some of you reached out to her as well and wished her well. Obviously not a very easy day for her today, but you know, we are thinking of her as well, obviously. So there we go. So I wonder about, apart from thinking of what Sarah, thank you. I can see a lot of screenshots having been sent to me. Thank you very much for those who did that. So apart from, I did, Sarah. Yes, I did. I did that. So that you'll get something at some stage, but obviously it was a bit late in the day by the time I'd communicated with you, or you know, yes. So I think you might get something next week. So. Not to worry about that. So yes, so apart of Sarah and Marcus obviously going to go and get married tomorrow, I've got friends coming and we'll be thinking of Sarah as well. What's everybody else up to apart from thinking of Sarah and Marcus and their family? What has everybody else got on their agenda tomorrow? And there we are, Kath sending lots of love and thoughts to Carol. Carol might watch the replay, she might not. But I am very well, thank you, Rebecca. Yes, very well indeed. Yes, there we are. Rachel's saying she did. She's made you a nice card that she wants to send on to you. But please note, folks, Rachel wanted to send a card to Sarah. I would not pass Sarah's address on without checking. You know, that's something that we make sure in the community here. We do not give out people's addresses unless we know it's okay and we have permission. So when Rachel asked me, I said, well, I will have to ask Sarah first. And Sarah said it was okay. So there we go. But, you know, we just have to be very careful and very mindful of all that sort of thing. Because, of course, as some of you know, my address was given to somebody who should not have had my address. But, you know, that happened. We learn from everything that, you know, when something like that happens, just learn from the we learn from those experiences and make sure the things don't happen again. So you're going out to lunch last time before your niece returns to university. Well, have a wonderful lunch, Amanda, won't you? We're having, so it's coffee and cake in the garden. We hope the weather's okay. Was it today? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday, Lucy and Tilly came, and we had to go to the wet weather plan, but because there were only 2 of them, they could sit at the bottom of my stairs painting garden gnomes. Just, there's only a tiny little space at the bottom, but they pulled the table in, they did their painting there, and I was up at the top of the stairs socially distancing. But I don't know quite how we'll manage if it's not going to rain tomorrow. And then I was looking online and I was chatting with Lucy, and I found some most amazing awnings, you know, that we could have out there. But you know what? I think I probably have to take out some sort of mortgage. Some of them you had to get onto the company and get a quote. So, you know, when you've got to get a quote for these things, that sounds very, very expensive. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But I did also see something I'd never seen before. I went over to Argos to look at something, and up popped this picture of a chair with a plastic over it. You know, you can sit on the camping chair, and you've got a little plastic tent all around you. Now, I've never seen those before. It reminded me of a child in a pushchair, you know, with the covers over. I'd never seen them before where you could actually do that. We could have those in the garden, but you wouldn't be able, there wasn't enough room to put a table in to paint the gnomes. So a little bit of a problem. I suppose you could have a lap tray, but that might not work very well. So there we go. So let's see. You're looking after your friend's daughter tomorrow. You plan to bake with the kids and take them out to Peter Pan's. And for anybody who doesn't know, Peter Pan's is a children's playground with rides and things down on Ryde Seafront. So they'll have a lovely time down there, I'm sure, Lucy. Yes, Tilly and her friend will love that. Sorry for the abrupt permission that Lynn was working. It popped up. Oh, no, it didn't matter. It wasn't. I didn't notice it being abrupt. I knew you were at work, Sarah, so I didn't know even if you could answer me at all. So no, it doesn't matter. It popped up on your watch, and the thumbs up was there handy, so I pressed it that quick. No, it didn't matter. I asked you a question, you gave me an answer. That's what we needed. Don't worry about that. I didn't take it as abrupt. I knew you were at work. So there we go. Pauline's going to visit her eldest son's partner tomorrow. She lives in Newport. Excellent. You've been to your mum's in London today and just got home ready for the 10 o'clock broadcast. Well, that was good timing, wasn't it? Crystal's going to be doing some housework, doing a salad for later, taking your time because of your arthritis. Just a normal day. And then I've got a project to get onto. I expect you know what that is, Crystal. So I've got various projects that I've got to do at certain stages, so I'm timing them now. But obviously the most important one today was the stuff for Sarah and Marcus. So that had to be done because I wanted it on broadcast here tonight. Hello, Dan. You have missed all the party poppers, all the congratulations, but you can come in and congratulate. Sarah and Marcus are getting married tomorrow, so we've been doing party poppers and lots of sparkle, and everybody's been putting emojis in and wishing Sarah and Marcus a lovely day tomorrow, and Melissa and Harrison are going to enjoy it. Oh, they'll have so much fun. And I bet there's cake, isn't there, Sarah? Have you got a cake? She's asking Hazel if she went to visit the Queen when she went to London. So there we go. Is your son okay? Lucy, is he still working? So there we go. And hang on a minute, let me just there we go. Sorry, a message just popped in, but it's not an urgent one. I just wasn't sure if it was an urgent one that I had to deal with. It's not. So there we go, folks. But I tell you what, I am very, very tired today. I think it's because I went walking into town yesterday, and I haven't done that for a long time. So I think I must go and get some good night's sleep in a minute. Recharge, because of course I've got Rivon and Bill coming, and Ruby and Mark coming tomorrow, and I don't want to be snoozing while they're here. So there we go. Mother-in-law is in charge of the cake. So do you know, have you seen what mother-in-law's made or doing? Or is it going to be a surprise, Sarah? So enjoy it anyway, whatever cake you get. And don't forget to take pictures of the cake too. These days it's very interesting, you know, where most people used to have those traditional, you know, tiered cakes. Mind you, my first wedding, when I got married the first time, I didn't have a traditional tiered cake. I had a church. My mum made our church she made the cake the shape of our church, and we made little characters out of pipe cleaners to go all around it, all the way. Oh, I am getting the tinsel. It's itching. Oh dear, oh dear. Mother-in-law says I'm very talented. They even look like they do. Well, you see, I could make. I tried my best to make them look like you. No chance of snoozing with Ruby and you. No, I'm sure there won't be any chance of snoozing. Did I miss something? Just a normal day for Jackie, walking her dog, maybe do housework, and we'll be knitting, and she will be singing 5 little men in a flying saucer I've forgotten the words. Flew around the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. And Jackie was telling me off earlier because she didn't know that song before we were doing it. And of course, the alien, the flying saucer's there, and that alien, and 5 aliens that are going to go in that. And of course, Jackie didn't know that song before we started doing it for one of the story sacks for my daughter's children that she's teaching. And she told me off. She said it was all my fault, that she was walking the dogs and suddenly she was thinking about the thing in the flying saucer. And I think she wondered what had happened when all the 5 men had flown away. I think she wondered what had happened to the flying saucer. I think that's what it was, but sorry. How wonderful, Lynn. You bet your cake looks stunning. It did. And then I made my sister's wedding cake. Oh, and I can remember back then when we got married in the 70s. And of course, these days you can get so many things. Whatever you want, you seem to be able to get online or somewhere. But I wanted cake toppers. I wanted little, and in fact, Lucy said they would make a good cake topper. She said that to me because I gave her a sneak preview earlier when I was chatting to her. And oh no, not before. Oh dear. And so my sister had dark hair, and I could only get. I didn't want there were the serious bride and grooms, and then there were chuckly, more our personality bride and grooms. I only managed to get her one with blonde hair, but you can't put a blonde bride on the cake of somebody who has dark hair. So the night before the wedding, I was changing hair on that thing. The things I've done. I made my brother's I made both my brother's wedding cakes because I'd been to I made wedding cakes and then I went to cake icing classes after that. How mad is that? But my brother Graham, when he got married, they asked me to make the cake and I said I'd do it. They wanted a 3-tier cake. They wanted 3 parts, to the cake, but they didn't. I said, "What do you want?" I gave them some brochures, some books, and some recipe books and ideas, and I didn't tell them I had a favourite in amongst all of that, and I didn't tell them because it was their cake, their day, not my choice, and they chose the one I wanted to do, and it was instead of having the 3 layers up like that, they made a staircase. They went 1, 2, 3. And it was such a plain cake. It was plain and simple, but it had a red velvet ribbon coming down. And it was just, sometimes the simplest is the best. And I got a lot of compliments. We had to get it from London to Wales in the car for the wedding. So there we go. Your post on the Flying Saucer Song video last night made you laugh. I'm glad it did. Mission accomplished. I'm here to inspire, to educate, and to entertain. And when I think back to the guy who said, "Oh, you are a laughing stock," Yes, that's the point. I like to make people laugh. It's okay. I do it because I can, and not because somebody said I shouldn't do it, because I do. You're concerned about the flying saucer on its own now. It's on autopilot, or maybe it parked up. Jackie, maybe it parked up when all the men got off it, or maybe there was somebody else in it controlling it. Who knows? This is now going to be the debate. We're going to debate what happened to the flying saucer when all the men have got away. So there you go. Your wedding cake went missing and had to get a different one at the last. Oh no, Hazel, did somebody eat it, do you think? Dear, oh dear. Let's see. Your wedding cake ended up looking like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh no, the waiters just managed to catch it before. That's the trouble, isn't it? That was my worry when I did the 3-tier ones. You know, for some of the ones were 3-tier. I was terrified that all that would collapse. Of course, nowadays you've got YouTube, you learn all the tips and tricks, but back then we didn't know all that stuff. You've got to get up early. Night, Amanda. But thanks for coming in. Anyway, let's have a look. So poor Jackie's now going to have nightmares about a flying saucer off on its own. So folks, give us some ideas as to what you think might have happened to the flying saucer when the men had gone. These nursery rhymes are not supposed to give you stress. It's all a bit of fun. Your granddaughter took a bite out of your daughter's wedding cake when you had just finished it. My daughter saw her and luckily she laughed. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Your cousin had a chocolate cake for his wedding. These days, people have all sorts of different things, don't they? And my niece, I'm trying to remember what my niece had. It was a bit, I've forgotten. I think it was a bit more ghoulish. I think her wedding cake was a bit ghoulish, you know. People have all sorts of things, but the thing is, it's personal, and if it's your wedding, you can jolly well have what you like. So there you go. Your cake is coming from Chale to Newport. That's not as far as London to Wales. Hopefully, it will arrive. Is it just one cake, or is it more than one cake? Because I was going to say, hopefully it will arrive in one piece. But if it starts off as more than one piece, obviously you don't want it to be one piece when it gets there. Apparently you can now get Colin the Caterpillar wedding cakes, Mr. and Mrs. Colin and Minnie Collins from Marks and Spencer's for £50. Oh my goodness. Who knew all that? I didn't know that. There we are, something else I've learned today. Always new things to learn. You're hoping Harrison doesn't do that tomorrow. What? Take a bite out of the cake. He might do. He might, you know. And you'll laugh if he does, and so will he. Didn't somebody say they knew a verse about the flying saucer at the end? I don't know. Did somebody know? If you do know, do hop in and tell us. Carol's 44th wedding anniversary is on the 4th of September. Excellent. Congratulations. You've no idea about the cake. Never mind, it'll be a nice surprise, won't it? My mum and dad got to 61 years. It was very interesting because my daughter got married the year that my mum and dad were celebrating their what's 60? I've forgotten. What's 60 years? Totally gone out my head. Was it Diamond? Yes, I think it's Diamond, isn't it? 60. So my dad, they wanted a big celebration, but of course their wedding anniversary was in May. My daughter's wedding was in January, so they didn't want to. My dad didn't want to take the edge off my daughter's wedding, but you know, as soon as the wedding was over, he said, "Come." He was making they were making all the arrangements for the wedding anniversary, and then. So my daughter got married in January 2016, and then my mum and dad's anniversary was on May the 18th 2016, and on May the 18th 2017 my twin granddaughters were born. They weren't supposed to be born for another they were 6 weeks earlier from the due date. Well, that's when the original due date, when she thought she was only expecting one. Then when they knew it was twins, they brought it was coming forward to the 5th of June. But her waters broke on the evening of May the 17th. And she, you know, I think they were panicking a bit. But the news came through. I've told this story before. We were at a Rotary do. And I knew my daughter was in hospital because my son-in-law had messaged me to say they were in hospital, and you know, it looked like the babies were on their way. But I wasn't to tell anybody because I think my son-in-law thought something was going badly wrong because it was early. Anyway, I didn't. I had great faith that you know, everything would be fine. So anyway, I went to this do, and I was sitting waiting for Grace. My dad did Grace at the table, you know, at the Rotary do. And just as my dad started saying Grace, my phone was on the table and my son-in-law's name started flashing up on. It was on silent, but it started flashing. So as my dad started to say Grace, I picked the phone up and ran out of the room. My goodness, if looks could kill, my mum had had me dead on the spot. How dare I go out in the middle of Grace? Because, of course, she didn't know that my daughter was in hospital and the babies were on the way. When I got back with the news, I was forgiven. I can still remember now seeing that, the timing of that phone flashing. My goodness. So does anyone still do the traditional thing, keeping a tier of cake for a first birthday of you? I did. I kept a tier of one of my no, the first one I didn't. I don't know why I kept a tier of the second one. Yes, I'd already got 3 children with my first husband, and we did think about having another child, but didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't now, actually. But I won't go into all that now. But I found it years later, and it was rock hard. So it was no good. Diamond. I thought it was diamond 60. You know, I just had a mental blip there. You don't know. Still, people still do. I don't know if they do either. Don't have any of them planned, so you're not. Okie dokie. So there we go. All right. Okie dokes, folks. Well, I'm going to finish up there. Oh, we're not too late tonight. I'm going to finish up. Let Sarah go and get some sleep. If she can. And Marcus is already asleep by the sounds of it. She said he went to sleep. I don't know if he's woken up since. But do give him all our good wishes, Sarah. Do let him see the broadcast back at some stage. I'm not suggesting he does it before the wedding, but do let him see back how everybody was so lovely coming in with so many congratulations. And there we are. Look, Andrew's putting some more congratulations in at the end. So anybody, if any of you want to give some last emojis, and I'm going to do another party popper because I can. Let's get another party popper, shall we? I won't do another very glittery one because I've got too much glitter all over the place already. No, he's still asleep. Oh my goodness. Good night. Oh, there we are. Have a great day. So here, one last party popper. This might wake him up, but I bet it won't. Oh, it doesn't want to go. It's slipping off my fingers. Oh, that was a very, oh, look, it's smoking. My goodness. There we go. There we are. Lovely. Night. See you tomorrow. Yvonne, I'll see you before tomorrow night. I'll see you in the day, hopefully. Do you have Cara's 44th wedding anniversary in my diary? No. Ping me a message, can you, Kath, and I'll put that down. I'll put it into my diary in a minute, all right? So thank you. Look, Lucy's doing a emoji of, or a picture of popping the champagne. So Sarah, Marcus, Harrison and Melissa and all your family, have a wonderful day. Make lots of lovely memories, and then come and afterwards come and share them all with us and let us know how it all went. Love you lots. Have a fantastic wedding day. The rest of you, thank you so much for making this such a wonderful broadcast. I do have other things to talk about that people have asked me to share, but I'm going to share them in another broadcast because this one was dedicated mostly to Sarah and Marcus. So there we go. Night, night, everybody. Get some good sleep. And you know, I expect we'll either be dreaming about men in flying saucers or weddings, or maybe men in flying saucers going to weddings. Who knows? Maybe that's where the flying saucer went. Anyway, oh dear. Have a wonderful day at the wedding. Those of you at the wedding, and everybody else, have a wonderful day too. Those of you on this side of the world, go and get some good sleep and rest. Those on the other side of the world, have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up very soon. There we go. Hip, hip, hooray, Sarah and Marcus. Absolutely. Sparkles. Yeah, that's, yeah, not the same. We used to say the same to you with knobs on. We say the same to you with sparkles on. Night, night, everybody. See you soon. Thanks for joining me and all of us. Bye.